Yo, it's Will Marcus Morrison back in the video. Today we'll be doing the Road to Diamond for the Type 93, 63, 63 or 93. I don't know. This gun's from Black Ops Cold War for any of you guys who don't play console, hence my confusion. Because if you play console COD, there's like so many different. Like there's the Type 63 that I think's in Black Ops Cold War. I think that's what this is. And then there's the Type 93 in Vanguard, Type 100 in Vanguard, Type 11 in Vanguard, Type 25 in this game. Like, there's just Type everything. I mean, you name a number, there's probably a Type for it. I ain't got no Type. Anyway, yeah, so this gun, it's a semi-automatic marksman rifle. It's honestly an SKS, but weaker and not as good, I think, in my personal opinion. It's just another gun in the game I don't like. Look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this death. Stupid. The trip mine was right there. I was watching this back, and I was like, man, I cannot believe I was literally, it's right there. Just a bright green trip mine, and I still died to it. So, I can't stand trip mines. I'm sure you guys know that. I have talked about that many times. So yeah, dying to that kind of blows. But pretty solid gameplay right here. I don't, like I say, I'm a thumbs player, right? So a gun like this, I have to use a certain way, like the SKS, where I'm just kind of like aiming down sight a ton. You know what I mean? Like no real reactionary gunfights. It's more so just me pre-aiming everything and then tap firing as hard and as fast as I can. So tap firing this gun actually with the rapid barrel, and you'll see this in the class setup towards the end of the video. So I was testing out the barrels, which trying to use like I believe the task force and whatever the other damage increasing barrel was, and then the rapid barrel. So the other ones may do a little more damage, which is fine. But this one, it feels like it takes away your fire rate cap. So you can almost tap it as fast as you want. That's pretty absurd because this gun kills in 2 to 3 shots, 1 to the head, which is it's just like the SKS, like 1 shot to the head and they're dead. The 2 to 3 shots, it depends on where you hit them. If you get a leg shot, it's probably going to take 3. If you hit them in the chest, it'll take 2. So it's definitely I don't know, it's a very interesting gun to use. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't really like this style of gun in COD Mobile. On console, it'd be fine because I'm on a controller. It's a lot easier. Here, being on thumbs, it's kind of like, there's a huge downside to it. Like, I have no mobility at all compared to, like, I don't know, like any of the other ARs, SMGs, even an LMG, like with no stock nowadays, you can just run around with that. You don't need to whip out a knife. Yeah, so I'm not a fan of this gun at all. I don't know if other people like this gun. I don't really know what the public perception is of it, but it's not really something I like to use. That felt nice and crisp though. That headshot off that heady right there felt nice and crisp, and that's kind of like what this gun can be really good at, is picking people off at long ranges on head glitches, stuff like that, because you have that one tap potential, and just holding lanes. You know what I mean? It's going to be difficult to cross when somebody hits you one time and you're half health. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a very good pre-aim heavy lane holding rifle. That being said, the penetration damage for this thing is not too great. I think you see me hit him for like 19 there. It's kind of like using a MG42. You know what I mean? You're going to hit him for like 6. But with that gun, you can hit him for 6 like 60 times. So I guess it works out. Anyway. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got for this gun. Definitely don't want to see any more marksman rifles coming to the game, I'll be honest with you. I do almost have all of them diamond. I think all I have left is the SKS and MK2, but I don't actually even have those gold yet. I have the rest of them diamond. I think it's just the no. The SPR I don't have gold yet, and the MK2 don't have gold yet. The SKS I do have diamond, kilo, and now the Type 63 or whatever. I have all of those diamonds. So very interesting setup of guns. I don't like this class of weapons on like COD Mobile. In Call of Duty Ghosts, when we had marksman rifles and stuff, those were cool. I'm surprised they didn't bring back any of those. Maybe they were called tactical rifles, but like the IA2 or the MR28, If you guys remember those, they have built-in scopes though. They aren't like this. Like they came with a scope specifically for that rifle. So different time, man, back in the day. So yeah, hopefully, I think speaking of next season, the next gun coming, I think, is the RAAL LMG, the RAL. And if you guys have ever played any of the more recent console CODs, you're probably pretty familiar with that thing. That thing is huge. It hits like a truck. So that should be a very interesting gun to see come into the game. I feel like it's going to perform a lot like the Bruin in some regards. Maybe more like whatever the slower, like a PKM. PKM might be more realistic. I don't know why I was thinking Bruin. But yeah, it should be a very interesting gun to see in the game to kind of switch things up. Plus, we got rank reset coming next season. So that's exciting because, man, playing during this season, during the off time, is just like, ugh, it's such a drag. But I need to get a bunch of these guns up to Diamond. I know you guys recently saw the Outlaw. I'm kind of just working through it. Like I said before, everything that I don't have Diamond already has to go from like ground zero to Diamond. You know what I mean? Some of these guns that I'm doing now, about half of them, I think, I don't even have them gold yet, much less Diamond. So I'm really starting from the ground up for the rest of this challenge to get it done. So it should be a long road coming ahead. I mean, the road to Diamond videos are going to slow down a lot. I'll finish up the last couple of melees, and then we're kind of done with almost all the secondaries except for 2 launchers. So very, very close to finishing up this challenge. Not sure what I'm going to do next, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, let's dive into this class setup real quick for the Type 63. There, I forget what number it is. I wanted to check for that stock to see if there was like a stock that reduced aim sway, but there's not, because these are Black Ops Cold War stocks. So they're all like strafe speed and stuff, which is not good. The aim sway, as soon as you aim down sight, next thing you know, it just starts swaying back and forth. So that's kind of annoying when you're trying to hit long range shots. But here's the class setup: Cruise Silencer, Rapid Fire Barrel, Spetsnaz Grip, Bakelite 35 round, and the Serpent Wrap. So yeah, I would highly suggest you use this if you're interested in trying something new. If you're not, don't use it, because this gun's just not as good as the SKS. You could just use that. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm out of here. Peace.